Venue load in and load out. Playbooks. F. IR lanes and loading docks don't care how well your run of show reads on PA. Per. A single delayed truck can ripple into late registration, missed speaker tech checks, and frantic find it now scavenger hunts with vendors standing around wait. ING. For high security corporate events, that cost shows up fast, equipment gets stuck outside, credentials don't get issued on time, and your venue team starts treat you like an unknown risk instead of a scheduled partner. Here's the key insight for this chapter: you prevent load-in chaos by running logistics like a sequence of short, timed handoffs dock to desk where every item has a known path, owner, and done moment. That means time-boxed playbooks, strict equipment staging rules, and clean shift transfers so the next crew can start without guessing. Venue logistics playbooks, dock to desk flow map for load in and load out. For corporate venues, load in isn't one event, it's a chain of transfers. Someone unloads, someone stages, someone routes, someone installs, then someone clears. If you let those steps drift, you lose control of space, safety, and timing. You'll use the dock-to-desk flow map as your backbone. You'll define where each item starts, dock, where it waits, staging, where it moves, route, and where it lands for use, desk, your assigned setup point for the session, booth, or backstage zone. You don't rely on memory. You rely on a playbook with start/stop times and a handoff checklist. Ask yourself one question before you write a single schedule: what exact thing will the next crew be able to do the moment they arrive? If your answer is they'll figure it out, you're already behind. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-50. Time-boxed handoffs, not just a truck schedule. Core principles for dock to desk. 1. Rhythm beats complexity. You don't need a perfect plan, you need a repeatable rhythm. Build your playbooks in short blocks, for example, 90 minutes for staging, 60 minutes for routing, 45 minutes for install windows, and lock the start/stop times. When you timebox each block, you reduce the "we're still waiting on one thing" effect. This works because venue teams operate on their own clock, dock doors, freight ELE vaders, security rounds, and trash removal schedules. If you ask them to flex into nightly, they will. If you give them a predictable cadence, they can plan around you. And you get faster throughput. Takeaway prompt: pick one load-in phase and put a hard stop on it today. Then as sign who owns the stop moment. 2. Stage by category, not by convenience. Equipment staging fails when you treat the loading area like a parking lot for every thing. Instead, stage by function so the next move stays clean. Example categories that behave well: power and signal gear, power strips, stage boxes, HDMI/SDI adapters, audio/visual hardware, projectors, LED tiles, mixers, rigging and truss components, cables, clamps, lighting positions, signage and wayfinding, banners, door signs, room labels, furniture and staging, tables, risers, chairs. When you stage by category, you reduce cross-picking. Your technicians don't have to open 3 bins to find one cable, and your riggers don't need to step over unused monitors to reach their hardware. That speeds up routing and lowers the chance of damaged gear. Takeaway prompt: walk your venue dock area and identify the mess zones where items pile up. Then decide what category cannot ever share space with what other category. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-51. 3. Every item gets a path, dock staging route desk. Your dock-to-desk flow map only works if each item has a defined path. Don't say audio goes to the main room. Define the desk, main ballroom, stage left. Equipment table 2-inch or breakout 3, back of room rack. This matters because corporate events often run multiple zones at once: VIP areas, press room, sponsor booths, speaker prep, and production offices. Without a path, crews duplicate work. Did we already bring those mics, and you lose time to rework? Takeaway prompt: choose one critical system, like microphone distribution, and write its exact desk destination in plain language. 4. Use shift handoffs that end with ready to work. A clean handoff means the incoming team can start immediately with no questions. Your playbook should end each shift with a short verification pass. What moved? What remains? What's blocked, and by whom? What will happen next and when? This prevents the classic failure mode: the outgoing lead assumes the incoming crew saw a note, while the incoming crew didn't see anything because they arrived during a rush. Takeaway prompt: create a handoff in 5 minutes. Script your leads must follow Ev. Airy time. Elena's dock to desk flow ma. P. A real load-in. Walkthrough, time-boxed and auditable. Elena, 37, venue liaison for high-security corporate events, runs load-in like it's a con. Trolled access process, because at her events it is. Her rule: every vendor gets a clear window, every crew gets a defined staging zone, and every handoff ends with a visible done state. Below is a walkthrough you can copy. It assumes a 2-day event where you need speaker-ready rooms by the morning of day 1, and you still have sponsor build-outs. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-52. Step 1. Confirm dock access and security windows, day -2, 2 hours. Before arrival, Elena locks the timeline with the venue. Dock door availability, freight access. Elevator routing rules: if freight elevators require escort. Badge/credential issuance process for vendor staff. A hard end time for load-in inside the security perimeter. Expected result: vendors arrive with the right credentials and know the exact check. In location, you avoid stalled trucks outside the gate. Quick comprehension check: what happens if one vendor arrives 20 minutes late? Do you have a contingency lane, or do they blow up the whole plan? Step 2. Assign staging zones by category, day -2, 45 minutes. You mark zones with venue approval. Zone A, power and signal staging. Zone B, AV hardware staging. Zone C, rigging and lighting staging. Zone D, signage staging. Zone E, furniture staging. You also define no-go boundaries so crews don't cross categories during routing. Expected result: teams pick from the right bin without walking through a maze. Step 3. Build your route to each desk destination, day -2, 60 minutes. You map routes from staging to desks. Speaker prep area. Main ballroom stage equipment table. Breakout room racks. Press room tech closet. Sponsor booth install points. You write each desk in a way a technician can follow without asking. Breakout 3, back wall equipment rack, lower shelf. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-53. Main ballroom, stage left, table labeled audio/comms. Expected result: routing becomes a straight run, not a where did we put that, scav. Anger hunt. Step 4. Run the time-boxed playbook blocks, day -1, morning. Use clear start/stop times for each block. Example timing that works in busy venues. 1. 90-minute staging block. Move only staged categories into the staging to route lanes. Do not start installs yet. 2. 60-minute routing block. Move items from staging to each desk destination. Stop routing at the hard stop time. 3. 45-minute desk install block. Install only at desks that have route complete status. 4. 15-minute verification block. Leads check each desk: power connected? Signal paths labeled? Cables not in. Walkways? Expected result: you avoid the everyone installs at once problem that turns into CA. Bleak chaos. Step 5. Log done moments so the next crew can trust your status. Every block. You keep a simple status record per desk. Route complete, yes/no. Install complete, yes/no. Block or reason, if any. Owner contact for next action. Elena uses this approach because security and venue staff won't wait while product tie-in debates what counts as complete. Expected result, you reduce rework because crews don't argue about where items should be. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-54. Before versus after, how staging rules change the day. Area before, common failure, after, dock-to-desk rules. Staging mixed piles of cables, monitors, signage category zones, power/signal, AV, rigging. G signage, furniture. Routine crew walks back and forth looking for route to a named desk destination every time. G missing parts. Hando, we moved most things route/install status per desk plus clear next actions. FF. Step 6, run loadout with the same discipline, day 2, end of event. At close, you reverse the flow. Clear desks first, remove power and signal safely. Rebox by category. Stage by category back at the dock staging zones. Confirm counts before you release crews. Expected result, you don't lose critical items in the last hour when everyone's tired. When load-in breaks, 3 scannable problems and how to fix them. Problem, the dock turns into a pile-up, trucks wait, vendors stand around, and your venue starts tightening access. Why it happens, you schedule arrival times but you don't control what happens when the first truck unloads. Crews grab what they can and park it wherever there's space. That blocks the next unloading and forces security to intervene. Fix, use a staging zone lock. You should only allow unloading into designated gory zones. If a zone fills, you stop that vendor's unloading and reroute to the next available zone. You also publish a dock release time in your playbook so the venue knows when you'll finish that phase. Practical takeaway, add one hard rule to your next event: no vendor moves items out of their dock unload lane unless the staging owner marks the category zone ready. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-55. Problem, crews install in the wrong place, then you spend the rest of the morning moving gear and rerunning power. Why it happens, you use vague desk language like near the stage or in the break out. In high security or multi-room events, near becomes a guess. Fix, write every desk destination with a location anchor and a label. Example. Breakout 3, back of room equipment rack, lower shelf. Then you require a desk law bell check before install starts. If the label doesn't match, you pause install and COR. Rect the route. Practical takeaway, treat desk labeling like a controlled access credential. If your desk naming isn't precise, you will pay for it twice, once in time, once in risk. Problem, the handoff fails, your next shift arrives and asks the same questions, which kills your schedule adherence. Why it happens, the outgoing lead gives verbal updates without a ready-to-work status. The incoming team can't see what changed during the last block, so they restart checks that should have already happened. Fix, end every shift with a 5-minute desk verification sweep and a written handoff. Note. The note must include which desks reached route complete, which desks reached install complete, which desks remain blocked, with a reason. What starts next and at what time. This keeps schedule adherence intact because the next crew can start the next play block without debate. Practical takeaway, make the handoff note mandatory. If your team can't read it and start immediately, it's not a handoff, it's a conversation. Clean handoffs and measurable results, how you'll know it worked. You'll judge dock-to-desk execution on a few practical checks you can run on the floor. After load-in and again during load-out, you measure Copyright P2R Collective 2026-56. On-time doors. Did you get your teams into the venue and onto the floor within the assigned access windows? Schedule adherence. Did you hit your block stop times, staging, routing, install, verification, without overruns? Equipment integrity. Did you prevent damage by keeping categories separated and routes straight? You also keep an eye on operational load in your production flow. If vendors repeatedly miss windows, your timeboxes don't match real unloading. And security realities. If desks repeatedly fail verification, your desk naming needs tighter anchors. One quick comprehension check: when the next crew arrives, can they start without asking where things are? If the answer is yes, your dock-to-desk flow map is doing its job. Venue load-in and load-out playbook checklists. Actionable. Load-in timebox playbook checklist. Confirm dock access and security badge process, name check-in location plus VIN. Door credential rules. Mark staging zones by category, power/signal, AV hardware, rigging/lighting. Signage, furniture. Define no-go boundaries between zones. Write every desk destination with an anchor and label. Examples: rack shelf, stage left table, back of room closet. Run play blocks with hard stop times. 90-minute staging, 60-minute routing, 45-minute desk install, 15-minute desk verification. Log status per desk, route complete, install complete, blocker reason, owner. Contact. Run a final verification pass before you release crews to other tasks. Shift handoff checklist, 5-minute version. List desks with route complete, yes/no. List desks with install complete, yes/no. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-57. Identify blocked desks and the reason, vendor, venue, security, missing parts. Confirm what starts next and the exact start time. Note any safety issues, cables and walkways, blocked access, missing covers. Confirm the next lead contact. Loadout clean handoff checklist. Clear desks in reverse order, disconnect power/signal safely first. Rebox by category, keep cable and hardware sets together. Stage items back into category zones at the dock. Perform count verification for critical items, mics, transmitters, adapters, key. Signage. Confirm dock release time with venue and security. If you get your dock-to-desk flow map right, the venue stops feeling like an obstacle and starts acting like a partner. And when you treat every shift handoff as a ready-to-work handoff, you keep production calm even when the day gets loud, because your logistics never depend on memory or luck. Copyright P2R Collective 2026-58.